In the early 1970s, the streets of Houston, Texas, held a quiet, suburban calm. Neon signs flickered, casting long shadows over sleepy neighborhoods. But in the dead of night, a different kind of shadow emerged. It came in the form of a candy truck, its cheerful jingle echoing unnaturally in the silence. The man behind the wheel was known to everyone as the Candy Man. He was a friendly neighbor, a smiling face who always had sweets for the local kids. But behind that seemingly warm smile was a darkness so profound it would eventually shake the entire city to its core. His name was Dean Corll, and he lived a chilling double life to the outside world. He was just an ordinary, kind, and harmless man. He'd wave to neighbors, laugh with children, and run his family's candy business, but inside, a monster was meticulously planning its next move. Corll wasn't impulsive, he was a cold, calculating predator. Each abduction was deliberate, each victim chosen with chilling precision, while he projected an image of normalcy. Behind the closed doors of his home, a different reality was taking shape. His method was disturbingly simple. He didn't need to chase his victims. They came to him willingly, drawn in by the promise of free candy and the trust they naturally placed in a familiar neighborhood figure. He would approach groups of teenage boys, offering them sweets and a friendly conversation. For a moment, a boy might hesitate, a flicker of doubt in his eyes, but curiosity and the innocent allure of candy would almost always win. They stepped toward his truck, toward his home, never suspecting they were walking into a trap from which many would never return. Once a victim was inside his house, the nightmare began. The space was dim, claustrophobic, with shadows stretching across the walls like grasping fingers. Horror awaited them. Victims were restrained, often on a specially designed torture board, and held captive in hidden rooms, sometimes for days on end. The Candy Man's cruelty was methodical and terrifying. He sought absolute control, and his home became a secret chamber of horrors, lurking just behind an ordinary front door in a quiet Houston suburb. No one, not his neighbors or the victims' families, suspected the atrocities happening just feet away. But Corll didn't act alone. He enlisted two teenage accomplices, David Brooks and Elmer Wayne Henley. They were manipulated, coerced, and drawn into his web of terror. These young men became instruments of his evil, helping him lure, capture, and restrain his victims. At times, they were even forced to participate in disposing of the bodies. With their help, Corll's reign of terror expanded, multiplying the nightmare and adding another layer of complexity to one of America's most disturbing series of crimes. Together, this dark trio created a horrifying system of abduction and murder. It wasn't until August of 1973 that the world finally glimpsed the true magnitude of Dean Corll's crimes. The discovery was gruesome and staggering. At least 29 boys and young men were confirmed as his victims, though the true number may never be known. Many were found buried in rented boat sheds, their bodies hidden in plain sight. The city of Houston was left in shock, grappling with the fact that a serial killer had operated among them for years, and noticed the community and the nation would never be the same. The end of the Candy Man's reign of terror came not from law enforcement, but from within his own twisted circle. During a party at Corll's house, Elmer Wayne Henley, fearing for his own life and the life of a girl he had brought over, shot and killed Dean Corll. It was a desperate, violent act that finally brought the killing spree to a halt. When police arrived, Henley confessed, leading them to the mass graves and unraveling the full, horrific story. Justice had come, but the scars left on the city, on the families, and on history would remain forever. Dean Corll, the Candy Man, is gone, but his story serves as a chilling reminder that evil can wear the most deceptive of masks. It can hide behind a friendly smile, live right next door, and thrive on the trust we so easily give. It's a lesson that darkness can be closer than we think, often unnoticed, until it's far too late. Thank you for watching. If you found this story compelling, please like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into history's most fascinating cases.